Zara Adeyemi met Daniel Kalu on a Tuesday afternoon when patience was already thin. She was inspecting a half-dead warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The concrete floor was cracked. The roof leaked in one corner. Zara stood there with a clipboard, heels dusty, phone pressed to her ear, negotiating transport rates like someone who understood leverage. She owned a logistics and distribution company, warehousing, haulage coordination, last-mile delivery, unsexy work, real money. Daniel was sitting outside on a broken concrete block, scrolling on a cracked phone, pretending not to stare. When Zara walked past him, he stood up, slow, measured, like a man calculating his entry. "Sorry," he said, stepping aside. "Didn't know someone serious was using this place." Zara stopped, looked at him once. Average height, clean shirt, cheap shoes, eyes sharp but empty. "I am," she said. "Move." That should have ended it. Daniel smiled instead. "You're the owner?" "Yes." That single word rearranged him. His shoulders straightened, his voice softened. They spoke for 10 minutes. Daniel talked about ideas, about how logistics was the backbone of the economy, about how smart people without capital were suffocated in this country. He never said he was unemployed. He said he was between alignments. Zara checked emails while he talked. She liked that he wasn't loud, liked that he didn't challenge her, liked that he looked impressed, not threatened. She gave him her number because it felt harmless. That was the first mistake. Daniel texted that night, not desperate, polite, curious, strategic. 2 days later, they met for coffee. Zara paid without looking at the bill. Daniel promised to transfer his half. He didn't. She noticed. She said nothing. Second meeting, she paid again. Third, he ordered more than her. Fourth, he didn't even reach for his wallet. Zara told herself it didn't matter. She had cash flow, assets, vehicles moving every day. Money was a tool, not a problem. That lie opened the door. Daniel was excellent at appearing almost capable. His rent increased, Zara covered the difference. His phone froze, Zara replaced it. His job applications needed a faster laptop, Zara bought one. Each solution made him softer, warmer, more present. "You're different," Daniel told her one night. "You don't stress a man." That sentence should have insulted her. Instead, she absorbed it like praise. Daniel moved into Zara's apartment quietly. One night became three became a week became, what's the rush? His bag appeared in the corner. His shoes settled by the door. His opinions filled the space. He rearranged furniture, adjusted the TV settings, used her car without asking. When Zara corrected him, he laughed. "Relax," he said. "You walk too much." That word, too much, began to follow her. The disrespect didn't announce itself, it slipped in. At a small dinner with friends, someone asked Zara about her business expansion. Before she finished answering, Daniel cut in. "She doesn't know how to rest," he said, smiling. "I keep telling her money isn't everything." People laughed. Zara smiled too, tight, controlled. Later, she told him she didn't like being interrupted. Daniel sighed. "You take everything personally." Gaslighting works best when it sounds reasonable. Money blurred the lines. Zara's card lived in Daniel's wallet. Her name appeared on purchases she didn't recognize. When she asked questions, he looked offended. "So now you are monitoring me?" The accusation worked. Zara backed off. That was the moment power shifted. Not because Daniel earned it, because Zara surrendered it. Daniel stopped pretending. He woke late, spent hours scrolling, criticized wealthy people online. When Zara came home exhausted from meetings and site visits, Daniel wanted attention, not conversation, not partnership, attention. When she said she was tired, he withdrew. Silence, distance, punishment. Affection became currency. One evening, Zara checked her account and froze. A large debit, electronics, expensive. She confronted Daniel calmly. He didn't apologize. He said, "I needed it." No explanation, no shame, just entitlement. Something cracked in Zara's chest, small, sharp, permanent. She realized the truth most people avoid. She hadn't been supporting a partner. She had been financing a dependent with an ego. That night, lying beside him, Zara stared at the ceiling.
she understood something brutal and irreversible. Provision without respect does not create loyalty. It creates ownership in the wrong direction. And Daniel had started to believe he owned her. That belief would cost them both. Provision as control. Zara Adeyemi did not confront Daniel immediately. That was her advantage. She watched. She noticed how he spoke for her in public, how he answered questions meant for her, how he positioned himself slightly in front of her when important people arrived, as if proximity had rewritten ownership. At home, Daniel had changed. He criticized her clothes, her tone, her schedule. "You don't need to prove anything anymore," he said one night. "You already have me." Zara looked at him carefully. That sentence wasn't love, it was a claim. Control escalated fast once he felt safe. When she worked late, he sulked. When she took calls, he complained. When she traveled for contracts, he accused her of neglect. "You think money replaces presence," he said, sitting on her couch, in her house, funded by her accounts. Silence became his weapon. If she refused him physically, he withdrew emotionally. If she challenged him financially, he attacked her femininity. "No man wants a woman like this," he told her once casually. "You're lucky I understand you." Lucky? Zara felt something cold settle behind her ribs. The real betrayal arrived dressed as laughter. At a friend's birthday dinner, Zara arrived late from a site inspection. She walked in tired, still in work clothes, heels dusty, phone buzzing. Daniel had been there for hours, on her tab. She heard his voice before she reached the table. "I take care of her," Daniel said loudly, glass raised. "Strong women still need balance, someone to ground them." Laughter followed. Zara stopped walking. The room blurred, then sharpened. She stepped forward. "Takes care of who?" she asked. Silence. Daniel turned slowly, surprised, then composed. "Zara, don't start," he said softly, smiling. "Not here." That softness was pure disrespect. She sat down, without raising her voice. "So, you pay for my business?" she asked. Daniel laughed. "You know that's not what I meant." "No," she said calmly. "Explain what you meant." Eyes shifted. People grew uncomfortable. Daniel leaned back. "Why are you embarrassing me?" There it was. She stood. "I will pay the bill," she said, looking around the table. "As usual." And she walked out. At home, the truth spilled without shouting. Daniel accused her of disrespect, of ego, of trying to dominate him. "You act like the man, so people will talk." Zara listened quietly. Then she asked one question. "So you let them believe you fund me?" Daniel shrugged. "If you didn't want that image, you shouldn't have built your life like this." That was the moment love died. Clean, instant, irreversible. Zara did not scream. She did not cry. She did not argue. She started withdrawing. She removed her card from his wallet, changed passwords, separated accounts. She didn't announce it. Daniel noticed within days. Groceries ran out. Subscriptions failed. His tone sharpened. "What's going on?" he demanded. "You're an adult. Figure it out." Daniel unraveled quickly. He complained. He shouted. He accused her of manipulation. "You are using money to control me." The irony almost made her laugh. Without her provision, Daniel had nothing left but ego, and ego does not pay rent. Affection vanished. Respect never returned. Zara consulted a lawyer. Ownership was clear, documentation complete, eviction legal. She handed Daniel an envelope one evening. He laughed when he opened it. Then he stopped laughing. "You can't do this," he said. "I already have." The day Daniel left, he packed fast and sloppy. No apology, no accountability, just bitterness. "You think you are better than me now?" he asked at the door. Zara looked at him, really looked and felt nothing. "I always was. I just thought love required me to pretend otherwise." He left. The apartment became quiet. Not lonely, light. Zara slept better, worked sharper, breathed freely. She learned the lesson most people resist until it costs them years. Provision without respect is not generosity. It is permission to be used. Some people don't want partnership. They want shelter, status, and silence. Zara never bought love again. And Daniel? Daniel is still telling stories about women who changed. But the truth is simple. He never lost her. He was never worthy of standing beside her.